A, B, C, D. 고백지 또 친구 스크롤. 팍팍팍팍팍. 스크롤 팍팍팍. 내가 팍팍팍팍. 스키야. 핑퐁.
Number 1. Kuroko no Basoup. Taikyu Junior High School's basketball team is crowned champion 3 years in a row thanks to 5 outstanding players who, with their breathtaking and unique skills, leave opponents in despair and fans in admiration. However, after graduating, these teammates, known as the Generation of Miracles, go their separate ways and now consider each other as rivals. At Seirin High School, 2 newly recruited freshmen prove that they are not ordinary basketball players. Taida Kagami, a promising player returning from the US, and Tetsuda Kuroko, a seemingly ordinary student whose lack of presence allows him to move around unnoticed. Although Kuroko is neither athletic nor able to score any points, he was a member of Taikyu's basketball team, where he played as the Phantom Sixth Man, who easily passed the ball and assisted his teammates. Kuroko no Basket follows the journey of Seirin's players as they attempt to become the best Japanese high school team by winning the Inter-High Championship. To reach their goal, they have to cross pathways with several powerful teams, some of which have one of the 5 players with godlike abilities, whom Kuroko and Taiga make a pact to defeat. Number 2. Haikyuu. Inspired after watching a volleyball ace nicknamed Little Giant in action, small-statured Xiaoyu Hinata revives the volleyball club at his middle school. The newly formed team even makes it to a tournament. However, their first match turns out to be their last when they are brutally squashed by the king of the court, Tobio Kijama. Hinata vows to surpass Kijama, and so after graduating from middle school, he joins Karasuno High School's volleyball team, only to find that his sworn rival, Kijama, is now his teammate. Thanks to his short height, Hinata struggles to find his role on the team, even with his superior jumping power. Surprisingly, Kijama has his own problems that only Hinata can help with, and learning to work together appears to be the only way for the team to be successful. Based on Haruichi Furudate's popular shounen manga of the same name, Haikyuu is an exhilarating and emotional sports comedy following 2 determined athletes as they attempt to patch a heated rivalry in order to make their high school volleyball team the best in Japan. Number 3. Yaomushi no Pedal. Sakamichi Onoda is a cheerful otaku looking to join his new school's anime club, eager to finally make some friends. Unfortunately, the club has been disbanded, and he takes it upon himself to revive it by finding students who are willing to join. Without much luck, Onoda decides to make a round trip to Akihabara on his old, bulky city bicycle, a weekly 90-kilometer ride he has been completing since 4th grade. This is when he meets fellow first-year student, Shunsuke Maizumi, a determined cyclist who is using the school's steep incline for practice. Surprised by Onoda's ability to climb the hill with his specific type of bicycle, Maizumi challenges him to a race, with the proposition of joining the anime club should Onoda win, and thus begins the young boy's first foray into the world of high school bicycle racing. Number 4. Free. Haruka Nanes has a love for water and a passion for swimming. In elementary school, he competed in and won a relay race with his 3 friends Rin Matsuoka, Nagisa Hezuki, and Makoto Takabana. After claiming victory at the tournament, the 4 friends went their separate ways. Years later, they reunite as high school students. However, Rin couldn't care less about returning to the way things used to be. Not only does he attend a different school, but the sole thing important to him is proving that he is a better swimmer than Haruka. After the bitter reunion, Haruka, Nagisa, and Makoto decide to form the Iwatobi High School Swim Club, but they will need a fourth member if they hope to take part in the upcoming tournament. Enter Rei Ryugazaki, a former member of the track team whom Nagisa recruits. As the time to compete draws near, the four develop a close bond while training intensely to come out on top and settle things between Haruka and Rin once and for all. Number 5. Yuri on Ice. Reeling from his crushing defeat at the Grand Prix finale, Yuri Kitsuki, once Japan's most promising figure skater, returns to his family home to assess his options for the future. At age 23, Yuri's window for success in skating is closing rapidly, and his love of pork cutlets and aptitude for gaining weight are not helping either. However, Yuri finds himself in the spotlight when a video of him performing a routine previously executed by five-time world champion Viktor Nikiforov suddenly goes viral. In fact, Viktor himself abruptly appears at Yuri's house and offers to be his mentor. As one of his biggest fans, Yuri eagerly accepts, kicking off his journey to make it back onto the world stage. But the competition is fierce, as the rising star from Russia, Yuri Plaisky, is relentlessly determined to defeat Yuri and win back Viktor's tutelage. Number 6. Case God Tsuyoku Fuitaru. Former ace runner of Sendai Josei High School, Kakeru Kirihara is chased away from a convenience store for shoplifting. Shaking off his pursuer, he runs into Heiji Kiyos, another student from his university. Heiji is impressed by Kakeru's agility and persuades him to live in Chikuseisu, the rundown apartment where Heiji resides along with 8 other students. Having lost his entire apartment deposit at a mahjong parlor, Kakeru accepts the offer reluctantly. However, Heiji reveals a secret during Kakeru's welcoming party. The apartment is actually the dormitory of the Kansai University Track Club. He unveils his ultimate goal of participating in the Hakone Eikiden, one of the most prominent university marathon relay races in Japan. Unfortunately, all the residents apart from Heiji and Kakeru are complete running novices. Worse still, none of the inhabitants are even remotely interested in being involved with Heiji's ridiculous plan. With only months before the deadline, will the fourth-year student be able to convince them otherwise and realize his elusive dream of running in the Hakone Eikiden? Number 7. Surin Keizmai Kuku Kyudabu. Surin, it's the sound made by the bowstring when an arrow is released, and the sound that inspired Minato Naramiya to learn Kyudo, a modern Japanese martial art focusing on archery. However, an incident during his last middle school tournament caused him to quit the sport. But soon, many factors conspired to make Minato take up the bow once again. The start of a new Kyudo club in his high school, a chance encounter with a mysterious archer, and the support of his childhood friends Seiya Takeya and Ryohei Yamanouchi. Together with his childhood friends and his new teammates, Kaido Anoki and Nanao Kisaragi, Minato rekindles his love for Kyudo and works with his team toward their aim of winning the prefectural tournament. Number 8. Chihayafuru. Chihaya Ais, a strong-willed and tomboyish girl, grows up under the shadow of her older sister. With no dreams of her own, she is contented with her share in life till she meets Arata Wadia. The quiet transfer student in her elementary class introduces her to competitive karuta, a physically and mentally demanding card game inspired by the classic Japanese anthology of 100 Poets. Captivated by Arata's passion for the game and inspired by the possibility of becoming the best in Japan, Chihei quickly falls in love with the world of karuta. Along with the prodigy Arata and her haughty but hard-working friend Teichai Mishima, she joins the local Shiranami society. The trio spends their idyllic childhood days playing together until circumstances split them up. Now in high school, Chihei has grown into a karuta freak. She aims to establish the municipal Mizusawa High Competitive Karuta Club, setting her sights on the national championship at Omi Jingu. Reunited with the now indifferent Teichai, Chihei's dream of establishing a karuta team is only one step away from becoming true. She must bring together members with a passion for the game that matches her own. Number 9. Slam Dunk. Hanamichi Sakuragi, infamous for his temper, massive height, and fire-red hair, enrolls in Shohoku High, hoping to finally get a girlfriend and break his record of being rejected 50 consecutive times in middle school. His notoriety precedes him, however, leading to him being avoided by most students. Soon after certain events, Hanamichi is left with two unwavering thoughts: I hate basketball, and I desperately need a girlfriend. Number 10. Captain Tsubasa. Captain Tsubasa is the passionate story of an elementary school student whose thoughts and dreams revolve almost entirely around the love of soccer. 11-year-old Tsubasa Uzora started playing soccer at a very young age, and while it was mostly just a recreational sport for his friends, for him, it developed into something of an obsession.